Okay, speaking of mentally challenging, everyone's being mentally
This is
challenged
very challenging
with the idea of Tom Brady leaving. So with everything that you know and everything that you've heard, you are preparing, right, as if he's not going to be back, right?
Well, the weird thing or the strange thing to me is everything out of the Saints camp from the day their season was over, and Drew and the GM and Sean they're like, he's our guy. He's our guy. Drew Brees is our guy. He's coming back. He's our guy. We're going to work it out. Wouldn't the Patriots just have been very clear and just smashing all this talk completely down by just saying, I don't care what we got to do. Tom's our guy. We're going to make him our guy.
The one thing I'll say, and you know this better, is does that sound like the Patriots, though?
Yeah, but I think this is a different situation because of the fact that, Tom's been there so long. And what are the Patriots? What is the organization without Tom Brady? I mean, come on. They've been so many Super Bowls, so many championship games. They haven't lost the division since 2008, which is ridiculous. He's given them so much. You would think that they would want to get ahead of this whole thing. And I understand they're trying to negotiate, and it's all a business at the end of the day, and they want to do the best thing for the team. But it'd be really hard for me to think the Patriots could continue to be what they have been without the guy that really put it all together. And, I was listening to, I think it was Peyton Manning has the chalk. They have he has his like interviews, and he does all these
Details
things.
and all
Detail. Peyton's place.
Yeah.
Peyton's place. And they had a thing with Tom. It was Peyton and Tom. It was pretty funny, actually. They went to Nancy's house.
Yeah,
Right.
And hello, friends. They were having the intro, and they're sitting there, and he's like, hey, I'm with Tom. He's like, Tom Cruise? He's like, no, Brady. He's like, what are you doing at my house? But anyway, Peyton was saying that at the end of the day, the quarterback's job is to get the team in the perfect play against the defense that he's facing, and that's what Peyton did the best. He was able to just put them in the best play versus what he saw. And I think that Tom, there's only a few quarterbacks in the NFL right now that could actually take their offense, go out onto the field, look at what the defense is showing him, and completely ignore what the OC is telling him and what play. Like, he's just going to say, okay, I'm gonna make the best move here right now, and I'm going to call the play, and I don't care what play was called. I'm going to make it the right play for what the defense is showing me, and Tom can do that. He can navigate a game, and we've seen it this past year. He's going to win football games based on checking the offense into the right play against the defense he sees. And there's a lot of quarterbacks that we just mentioned them, Tannehill, all these other quarterbacks, They get to play in.
Execute the play.
They might have a kill call or a kill, the kill, it's run or, it's pass, and that's it. Tom would say kill, and then go into a completely different play. That's the best play against the defense. So, there's a lot of teams out there that want Tom. Why wouldn't you want a guy like that? And at the end of the day, what's it about? It's making money. The second you sign Tom Brady, you're making a lot of money. You're making ticket sales go up, jersey sales. Everybody, even Patriot fans, if Tom Brady goes to another team, you're going to get a Patriot. You're going to get a Tom Brady jersey to the other team. There's kids named after him. Like, you're not going to absolutely hate Tom if he leaves.
I was going to say, he's that LeBron James
He's
level
that guy.
of star where
he goes somewhere, they're going to follow
guy.
him.
And I guess to that extent, because the way you've said it there is obviously what Tom has meant to New England. So if we're looking at the split that we all think is coming, would you be more inclined to bet on whatever team Tom Brady's leading finding its way to the Super Bowl, or the Patriots without Tom Brady finding their way to the Super Bowl?
Well, I get the question of, is it Bill or Tom all the time? And look, I'll tell you, they've worked together so well for so many years. You can't, if you separate them, that's the biggest question mark, because everyone's going to want to know, all right, what happens to Tom if he goes somewhere else? If he goes 8,
but it's almost too late to make that comparison because it's 43. At 35, it would have been cool to go down that road.
I think sometimes as a athlete, you have such a competitive mentality that you don't care what age. Like, look, right now I'm like 36. I'm like, yeah, I'd be better than that guy. It's just your mentality. So I don't think Tom thinks of himself as a 43-year-old quarterback. I think he still has confidence that his abilities and his mental capacity will get him in the place where he needs to be. But so, yeah, I think that a Tom-led team has a great chance if he goes to a team that, number one, has a good offensive line.
San Francisco.
Because I don't care who you are. If you don't have an offensive line, you could be best quarterback. You're going to get smacked. You're not going to be able to get the ball off. And look, as a defensive lineman, you could be playing Brett Favre or whoever, and if you get to the quarterback, it affects them, and they're not going to be able to be, what they are. And Tom, just
AFC
like any
championship
quarterback,
game against the Broncos that year.
Anybody who gets hit is going to be affected by it. I mean, you put Tom in the 49ers Super Bowl, and Jimmy was getting hit too. Like, what's Tom going to do if he's getting hit? Like, all quarterbacks have problems when they get hit. So he has to go somewhere with a great offensive line, and he has to go somewhere with a good running game.
San Francisco, Tennessee.
Tennessee or San Fran.
Right.
I mean, if you have a running game, it takes the pressure off you because you can mix in your play action pass. I mean, we know Tom isn't going to just throw the ball way down the field. He's not a deep ball guy. He's an intermediate pass guy. He's manage the game, run the football in the perfect situations against light boxes, pick and choose when you're going to sprinkle in the play action. Good tight end.
George Kittle.
Kittle.
Lots of tight ends in Tennessee. Lots
Tight
of tight
ends.
ends in Tennessee.
So, and then you look at the mentality of like Vrabel. Like Vrabel's I don't know Vrabel, but I know that he's got a chip on his shoulder, and the guy
Always.
the guy doesn't care about who he's facing or what. He's got confidence that he's going to be able to go out there and be one of the
All right,
best.
we're up against the clock here. So
Yes.
real quickly,
Yes.
an uncomfortable amount of your own money, the team that Tom Brady will play for next year is
I'd say Tennessee.
Tennessee. All right.
Yeah,
Vrabel in
Tennessee.
the house, Robinson the GM from there. It's a lot of ways that would work.
And Henry, they bring back Henry. That's
That is.
That one's nice too.
Yeah.
good little guy to
King
hang on to.
Henry running Tom Brady. Good stuff. We'll see what happens.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content plus live streaming, make sure to subscribe to ESPN Player.